MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Smyly out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So stepping in, Victor Robles, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He enters play here at 288, 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hernandez is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Now the 2-0 home. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But this will get fouled. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Popped up. Morrow has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
That is third. The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto to the plate now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 10 home runs and 29 driven in. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't beat.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Gray gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
First pitch on its way. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Christopher Morrow. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 21 homers and 58 runs batted in. 1-0. Popped him up. Cruz is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 16.
Digging in, Patrick Wisdom. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Cruz will put this one away to retire the side. Now to the plate, Michael Franco. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The left fielder, playing Tom.
Now, Lane Thomas, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled to the left side, and that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
That's 7. Ruiz.
And up next will be Kelbert Ruiz. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Franco over at second. Thomas on at first with nobody out. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here it comes. 2-0. Hit hard to the right side. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him. A base hit. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Buell. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit or vacated with the first baseman. If he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit. It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Suzuki has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not to risk it.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And I'm going to be focusing on Ian Happ. Listen, the bat plays. We all know that. That's the spotlight tool that he possesses. But he also gives his manager a lot of versatility. Not only in the infield, this guy can also go out to the outfield and go get it with a pretty strong arm.
Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 out. Gray comes on with 1 away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. 1-1. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. In to score the runner from third.
Up next to the action, the center fielder,
Victor Robles digging in now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He flied out leading off the ball game. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1. 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And he is in there.
the batter, number 1,
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
1.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out. And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
The set and the 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2 out, bases loaded. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. the 2-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Payoff pitch on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's set the payoff pitch. Oh, this is in the air to deep left field. And he's not going to get there. It's over his head. As he arrives at second without a play, as on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Number 23, Nelson Cruz.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Stephen Brault is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. The outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's Nelson Cruz now. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Cruz brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Reined in. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cubs nothing. At the plate, Suzuki. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one. Now here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Batting 5th.
Into the box now, Alfonso Rivas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Line towards center field. Robles is there, 2 gone.
Batting 7th. The first baseman, Frank Wingo.
Stepping in, Frank Schwindel will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike. Two and 0.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Back goes Thomas to the track, to the wall. And it's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And they're on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Stepping in now, Nelson Velasquez. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's out.
2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Adrianza shading to his right. And that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get 1 back on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off to the Nationals.
Top of the 3rd set to get underway and set. To go is the 3rd baseman, Michael Franco.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Lane Thomas. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. Line drive to left. Rivas has him played. Ready now, Keibert Ruiz looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Runner at second here with one man out. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And there are two away now.
The batter on the box, second baseman, Adrianza.
Striding into the box, Adrianza. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Suzuki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nationals leave one. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Stephen Brault.
The pitcher, Stephen Brault.
Nico Horner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 2, Nico Horner.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
So coming to the plate, Ian Happ. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
From the belt, the pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. No one out with a runner at second. All even now, 2-2. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
At the plate, Christopher Morrow. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and out of here.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. Line drive to left. Thomas is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
There's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
In now, Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
The 1-1 home.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 6-3. Number 57 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 57.
Stepping up to the plate, Gray. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Victor Robles. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now he'll step off and rethink this. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Hernandez is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for Mark, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Digging in and looking for more, Juan Soto. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Standing in, Nelson Cruz. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Count 2-1.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nats leave a pair. They still lead it 6-3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Outfielder Alfonso Rivas.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. Count is 2-1.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. This pitch is popped up. Franco moving to his left. 1 down.
Up next to the Cubs, the first baseman, Frank Schwindel.
Stepping up now, Frank Schwindel. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled off. And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Nelson Velasquez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Nelson Velasquez. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. Into the box now, number 57. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on the show right after this. Michael Rooker, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 59, Michael Rooker.
New inning set to get underway, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next.
Michael Franco.
First offering on its way. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-0. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Happ scoops it up. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now back. Left field.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. So now to the plate, Lane Thomas. This is in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now back.
So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. First delivery to him on the way. Keibert Ruiz is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1-1.
Weak roller right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're up 6-4. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Happ.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Another payoff pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And way gone. And that cleared the shrubbery. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Now that.
Into the box, Christopher Morrow. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, look at Franco. It's there, and he's out.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. One out, nobody on. One and one.
1-1.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Now that.
Settling in now, Patrick Wisdom. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 1-0.
Hey.
Slow little grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Ehire Adrianza. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, number 40.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Gray. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Now at the plate, Victor Robles. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here's the first pitch to him. Clips the corner of the zone with the sinker for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Nationals gone in order. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Suzuki.
Number 27.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Nope, outside.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. This pitch is popped up. Franco over to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alfonso Rivas.
Digging in once again, Alfonso Rivas. First offering on its way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Frank Schwindel. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
A 1-1. And it's fouled away. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Adrianza is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Daniel Norris will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 49, Daniel Norris.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Hernandez.
Now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Norris is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
3-1 to the National shortstop. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, right fielder,
Juan Soto will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now the pitch.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Scooped up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The first baseman for 23, Nelson Cruz.
Striding in now for the Nats, Nelson Cruz. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cubs 5. Tyler Clippard gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. At the plate, Nelson Velasquez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Clippard has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the first out. Rafael Ortega will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 66, Rafael Ortega.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ian Happ stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. One out and a runner on second base. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter, number 5.
Now at the plate, Christopher Morrow, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 1-0. Here it is.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
The set and the 2-0. Wilson Contreras would be next. Ready with the 3-0.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Skied into straightaway right. Soto is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Cubs strand one. This one. Michael Givens has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 6, Michael Givens.
set for the start of the inning, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next.
Michael Franco.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field. A base hit, so early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Lane Thomas. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Nobody out, runner on first. The 0-2 once more. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Now batting, Keibert Ruiz. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Ball 1. Givens, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Hit hard up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Swing and a line drive, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Yadiel Hernandez will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Rowan Wick is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1, no strike.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
A 1-0 delivery. Grounded to third. He's got it. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So as we take another look, this was going to be a tough ball to get 2 on going home to first, so they'll be content with the force out at the plate. He's set. Now the pitch. Cesar Hernandez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 1-0. Here it is.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Nationals on the RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals. Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all of the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Oh, it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Number 16.
Coming to the plate now, Patrick Wisdom. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Edwards, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season, is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
3-0 to him now. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Bases are empty, one man out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Suzuki. First pitch on its way. Runner at first here, one man out. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Alfonso Rivas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? That one is out of here. This game is tied. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Stepping in now, Frank Schwindel, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Cubs go.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as they've taken a 1-run lead. Finnegan enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 57, Kyle Finnegan. The center fielder, number 4.
Standing in now, Nelson Velasquez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Soto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Nationals 7. In now for Washington, Juan Soto. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. David Robertson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 37, David Robertson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Ground ball right side. Happ picks it up on to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth.
The first baseman for 23, Nelson Cruz.
So striding forward now, Nelson Cruz, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. The outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Suzuki back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The bat, the third baseman, Michael Franco.
Ready for another chance, Michael Franco. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. In the air to right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Number 2, Garcia.
Into the box now, Lane Thomas. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now the 1-0.
No, that's down.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A runner on first with 2 away. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising, first 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. The 3-1 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Striding in, Keibert Ruiz. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove it one right here. You still.
Well, this one is gloved for the out, and a big sigh of relief here as this ball game is over.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the other guys are celebrating in that other dugout. This one's going to sting for a long time.
Close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. The Chicago Cubs launched 6 home runs as a team in the ballgame. Rowan Wick wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. David Robertson hammers down the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now, it's our final line score this afternoon. The first for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Nationals, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.